Good morning, everyone. My name is Mike, and I'm a recovering addict. For those of you watching who are also addicts, no matter if you're currently in the bag or if you're in recovery, you know that staying sober is not easy. It's a lifelong journey. It takes action and discipline. Although everyone's journey to sobriety looks different, for any of us, sobriety takes work, a lot of work. Like any disease, addiction progressively gets worse the longer it goes untreated. If you're currently using, you're in my prayers. And I strongly encourage you to seek help now. After this video, I'll leave information to some helpful resources that can help you get clean. As addicts, we all have our drug of choice. Likewise, as recovering addicts, we all have our recovery of choice. My recovery of choice is Life Recovery, which is a Christian faith-based 12-step recovery program. Inside the Life Recovery Bible are different devotionals, one of which is an 84-day 12-step devotional. Over the next 84 days, I'm going to share my 12-step journey with you by sharing my morning recovery routine, which includes working the 12 steps using the Life Recovery Bible's devotionals and workbook. When I was using drugs consumed me. I put drugs first over everything and everyone in my life, and I spent every waking hour hustling for those drugs. Countless times I tried to quit and failed. Finally, I realized I have to put just as much work into my recovery as I did into my addiction in order to stay sober. This is part of that daily work. And I also want to give a shout out to you YouTubers out there making these videos. I'll tell you what, this is hard work. Obviously, I don't have it down yet. I got a lot to go, and I've been putting it off, saying, hey, you know, I got to get it right. I got to get it perfect. But it's a learning curve. So forgive my amateurness, but I plan to get better as time goes by. And with that, let me introduce you to the tools here. This is the Life Recovery Bible. Inside is different devotionals. The one that we're going to work on over the next 84 days is the 12-step devotional. And then the Life Recovery Workbook. It's a companion to the Bible, to the Life Recovery Bible devotionals. And basically, you go over the steps, and then it asks you between 3 and 5 questions after each step. Each step you work for 7 days. 7 times 12 is 84. So I'm going to get personal, and I'm going to share mine with you. I'm going to share my answers and everything. Not scripted, right from the heart with y'all. So for those of you that are out there suffering in your addiction and just don't know where to start from the 12 steps, because that was me for decades. I just really didn't know where to start until one day when I stumbled across Life Recovery and started working this way. So let's get to it. Step 1. We admitted that we are powerless over our problems and our lives have become unmanageable. No-win situations. The Bible reading for today is Genesis 16, 1 through 15. Sometimes we are powerless because of our stations in life. We may be in a situation where other people have power over us. We may feel that we are trapped by the demands of others and that there's no way to please them at all. It's a double bond. To please one is to disappoint another. Sometimes when we feel stuck and frustrated with our relationships, we look to measure control by escaping through addictive behaviors. Hagar is a picture of powerlessness. She had no rights. As a girl, she was a servant to Sarai and Abram. When they were upset because Sarai could not bear children, Hagar was given to Abraham as a surrogate. When she did become pregnant, as they all wanted, Sarai was so jealous that she beat Hagar. And Hagar ran away. All alone out in the wilderness, she was met by an angel who gave her an amazing message. Return to your mistress and submit to her authority. Then he added, I will give you more descendants than you can count. And the angel also said, you are now pregnant and will give birth to a son. You are to name him Ishmael, which means God's here. For the Lord has heard your cry of distress. That's Genesis 16, 19 through 11. When we are caught in a no-win situation, it's tempting to run away through our addictive, compulsive escape hatches. At times like these, God is there, and he has listened to our woes. We need to learn to express our pain to God instead of just trying to escape it. He hears our cries and is willing to give us hope for the future. You know, I definitely found that true for myself. It's like, you know, the more addiction goes on, the more it progresses, like I said earlier. And it's also like, the more stuck that I became in my addiction, the more I let down myself and others around me. the more I crave the drugs to cover up the pain. The more it's just like a circle that just continues on and on and on until we break that cycle. And then the questions for today for that devotional reading is, one, what feelings do I experience as I acknowledge people in my life who have power, such as supervisors, spouse, religious leaders, and sponsors? My answer is, I often resent authority figures due to my overwhelming need to be in control of every situation. This is from the lack of control I have in my addictions. I'm getting a lot better at this one. There was a time when even I'd go to Bible study, and if I wasn't controlling the Bible study, it irritated me. Or in NA meetings, if I wasn't in control, it was overwhelming. That's something that I've gotten better at, and actually look up to authority figures now. I like to learn. Number two, what do I try to escape from? What do I feel trapped by? I try to escape from failure. And I feel trapped by the expectations of others. And it's not expectations of others in a good way. That's the ironic part about it. I was trapped by the expectations of others for me to be the crazy wild one. The life of the party, the thug, the one that gets it done. For years, I was stuck in that cycle. Number three, how do I escape my feelings such as anger, boredom, fatigue, or loneliness? When I was in my addiction, I escaped everything through drugs and through chasing the hustle of drugs, whether it was chasing drugs, woman, or money. It's a 24/7, every waking moment of going out and trying to scrape up money for the next high, or chasing around connects, waiting for them to show up. Now, I do healthy things like work out, study the Bible, making these videos now. That's what the 12 steps about, is giving back. That's what I do now when I'm bored or angry. I just need to get something off my chest. Number four, when things don't go my way, or when I am at a no-win situation, what's my reaction? With relationship, work, promotions, kids, questions, rebel, traffic drivers in front of me, people talking on cell phones in public places, financial difficulties, people who hurt or disappoint me, or when God seems to be silent. My first reaction is to attempt to bully my way through, to take control of the situation. If it doesn't work, I just ignore it. Anybody that knows me knows that my first reaction is to try to bully my way through. I don't like what you're talking about. I'm going to try to bully my way through. I'm going to try to bully you, get you on my page. Unfortunately, that's something I still struggle with. When I really try hard not to, but it's something I definitely have to overcome. We teach ourselves these bad habits throughout our whole lifetime. So I got 49 years to teach myself bad habits. Only 2 years and some change of teaching myself some good habits. And first it was about getting sober. And then after getting sober, it was about learning not to lie. And then after that, it's learning how to develop healthy habits, like getting up and praying and reading the Bible every day, and practicing the 12 steps of my life, and then sharing with others. It's a continuing journey. So don't get frustrated and expect everything to happen overnight. Number five, if I could, how would I change my response? Calmly and collectively. When I don't get my way, I would rather approach it calmly and collectively. That's the best way to do it. Now I want to share with you the little information in case you're out there and you're in the bag right now. You're out there struggling with drug addiction. There is help out there. So for more information on life recovery resources, visit New Life Ministries. They also have great Christian-based mental health therapists that are licensed. You can download the app on the Google Play or the Apple App Store too. It's New Life Ministries. Or liferecoverygroups.com. You can also call for more information at 1-800-639-5433. I'll leave this information in the link below. Thank you for joining me. Please hit the subscribe button. God bless you all and have a great and sober day just for the day.